So hello students, I wanted to give you a quick update. I know you care about your grades. I want to get your grades back to you as quickly as I possibly can. So I have finished grading part one of the exam and I wanted to give you an update. Now, do be patient. I'm going to grade my face-to-face class now. They're about double, a little more than double the number of students you are who took it from the face-to-face exam. So it's going to take me, maybe till Friday to get that done before I can start doing the essay exams. But do recognize they're absolutely a priority. I'm absolutely going to get them done as quickly as I can. But I did get those grades on part one of the exam posted today. You may have already seen them come up. I did give occasionally here and there for some points a little bit of feedback, but for the most part I just want to kind of go as quickly as possible. So I want to give you a quick kind of rundown, and I'm super pleased with the results of this exam. So if you look at the way the scores went, the average grade on this exam was a little bit over a 75%. So right smack dab in the middle of a C. And honestly, I would like to see that average go up a little bit higher. I would be much more comfortable if the average grade was a B, but this is, especially when we look at it here, I want to show you another kind of way of visualizing the grade distribution and how that went. And so what you got here is that of the 18 people, I think it is, who took the final from the online class, we had 3 Fs and 3 Ds and 3 Cs. Now 6 grades below a C is more than I like to see. I'm not super happy about that. But we had 9 grades at a B or better and 4 As, which out of a class of 18 people is not quite 25%. That's actually a course that is really weighted toward the kind of top end of the grade scale, that the grades are actually a little bit higher than we might expect on a norm overall. Now, this is the midterm exam, and this is our kind of point of comparison. So remember, if our average on this exam was a little bit over a 79%, a little bit over a 75%, the average, remember, on the midterm was just a shade under 60%. We didn't have a passing grade average on our midterm exam. And actually, this 59.92% that you're seeing on the screen is actually a little bit higher, maybe, than it should be, because we've actually had a couple of students drop the course, and those grades are no longer reflected in these averages. So you'll see if you go back and look at the midterm that it's a slightly different average. And we can break this down another way, though, and look at it. Remember, I said I was a bit uncomfortable with 6 or a full third of the class getting either of people taking the test of getting D's or F's. Well, here, out of 19 people taking the exam, we had 13 people and 10 of them getting F's. 13 people underperforming in the class. That was a real drag on a lot of your grades. And look at 3 C's, that didn't change, but only 1 B and only 2 A's. Now we have 4 A's, 5 B's, right? We really shifted that from being a midterm that was kind of dragging us down to a final that's really lifting us up. And I'm really super happy about that in terms of where the grade direction went. And I did tell a lot of you, especially some of those of you who I talked to face to face, who were very concerned. I was like, listen, you can expect to see grades go up for most people, sometimes a full letter grade as we move from the midterm to the final. And I know that doesn't work out 100% for everybody, and there's always sometimes some people who go up and some people who go down, and that's just kind of how the ball bounces and rolls, and I don't want to see that, but it happens. But as a group, as a class, I think you all performed very well in the final, and I'm really happy with your performance. I'm really pleased to be able to put this lecture out, and you can look for the rest of your grades to come out as quickly as I can possibly get them. So been a great class so far. I think you all are doing great, and I look forward to seeing you all in another class in the future.